What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? This is Mexican Dynasties Season 1, Episode 3. Okay, so look, some of the stuff is starting to pop off, right? You know, everybody been cool, getting along, making their little digs at each other, but now we starting to see some sneaky stuff going on. Now, the brother and sister are they're still cool with me, you know. It is Oscar's birthday, and Paulina, she says that they always, do a little surprise for everybody. That's what they do. That's like a tradition in their family. And honey, she turned it up a notch because she brought in a mariachi band, okay, into his bedroom. I'm glad he had on pajamas and he was decent, okay? And the whole family, including the mama, the mariachi band, and the kids, they wake him up with the mariachi band playing Happy Birthday, and they jumping on the bed, and they singing him. And they didn't even made up their own Happy Birthday song. The lyrics are funny. I'm not going to go through the whole song, but it's funny, But they have so much fun together. Like, they are just a fun family. They're a little close. At one point, she calls her brother her soulmate, and I was like, "What?" But she has a boyfriend. But I was still like, "Your soulmate." That's an interesting thing to call somebody your soulmate. But anyway, your brother, I should say. That's an interesting thing to call your brother. But on the other side of town, we have the oh shoot now, the husband and wife, Marie and with Adon and Alon. What's the husband's name? Anyway, y'all know who I'm talking about. They on the other side of town. Now look, Adon and his 27-year-old ass climbing into his parents' bed when they wake up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, at first I was like, why do they wake up so late? Because remember in the first episode, it was noon and they were just waking up. But come to find out, they stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning every night having jam sessions and parties with each other. It's the three of them. Well, now I know why your ass sleep till at 1 o'clock in the afternoon every day. But Adon says, look, people might think it's weird that I'm 27 years old and I live with my parents. It's not about me being a freeloader. I'm a Cancer. I'm a homebody. I just like to be around my parents. Now, look, I'm a Cancer. And I'm a homebody. In my home. But anyway, so the son, Adon, and his wife, is Alon and Adon. Y'all, let me get these names. Their kids are coming. Remember, their kids were still in Florida with her parents. But come to find out, they were just finishing out the school year. That they had every intention of bringing their kids with them because they're moving to Mexico. They're not just there temporarily. They're moving there. And at one point, at first, they were all living in the apartment. But it's a nice penthouse apartment, but it looks like it's only a 2-bedroom. So they don't really have anywhere for everybody to sleep. So they were like, look, this is temporary. We're gonna get ourselves an apartment as soon as possible. And the parents were actually offended. They were like, well, why? I mean, it must be something they're not saying to us. I mean, why are they moving out? Because y'all stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning playing music and being loud and playing the drums. And they got 2 young kids. Like, they just don't keep the same hours. And they really were offended. Like, they really thought it was something deeper. Like, well, it must be more to it. No. Ain't nothing more to it. Y'all crazy, but they're excited to see their grandkids. They're happy to see the grandkids and everything. So it's all good. So that's cool. Now, back with the brother and sister with Oscar and I believe it's Paulina. We get to see their TV show. They do a TV show once a week, and it's like an all-access red carpet type show, and they interview celebrities and things of that nature. And we find out that Oscar is having a birthday party. It's a S&M theme, and it's cute. They have they have fun with this whole S&M theme, honey. And even the mama got into it. Okay, it was so cute. We'll get to the party. We'll get back to the party later. So Adon is Adon. Adon is the youngest one. He meets up with is it Adrian? I don't know why I wrote the name down. Doris. Where I get Adrian from, I don't know. He meets up with Doris. Now, Doris is a publicist, and she also manages her mom's career. Now, she says she has other clients and stuff, and she's talking to Adon about why didn't he do the voice. And he said, well, I really wanted to do it. I kind of regret it. But, it was just a really bad contract. And she said, who told you that? And he said, well, the lawyer said it. She said, look, if you were my client, I would never let you pass on The Voice. The Voice is a great opportunity. That was a really bad mistake. She said, who was your publicist? And he said, well, I don't really have anybody. She said, let me work with you. And, of course, Adon is like, sounds good, He said that, he doesn't think his parents are doing enough for his career. Maybe he does need to have somebody who's independent and outside of the box. And maybe he does need that to kind of help him get to the next level. I'm going to finish this because I don't like the way you moving, Doris. I don't. But we're gonna keep going because I want to get it all out before I put my 2 cents in. But I don't like the way you moving, Doris. So, Adon goes back to his parents and lets them know what the conversation was, and was saying, hey, maybe this is a good move for me. Maybe this is something I need to look into. And they were like, where is this coming from? You know what I mean? Like, where is this coming from with Doris and this whole thing? And they were like, look, we've been friends with them for a really long time. However, I've never seen any of her clients. Like, I don't know who her clients are. Like, other than her mom, I don't know who else she represents. And for her to be coming in here trying to, tell my son what he need to be doing and not need to be doing, like, I don't know where this is coming from, but you could tell that they were just kind of like really taken aback when he was telling them about this whole situation. They took him shopping, honey, to help him get over his depression for not being on The Voice, and he done bought up the whole damn store. But anyway, he's spoiled. He's so damn spoiled. And then we see Doris and it's Paulina. Paulina is her mom, so Paulina can't be the sister. I'm gonna get that. Anyway, we see them. Let me tell you something. I strive to have a closet that I can play in like they play. Because we saw last week with Marie and her daughter-in-law playing around in the closet. And then we see this week Doris and her mom playing around in this closet because they were trying to get their S&M outfits together, honey. I strive to have a closet big enough that there could be a crew filming me in there playing around. Like, we just running around the closet. Like, I strive to have me a closet like that one day. But anyway. But they're trying to figure out what to wear to this S&M party because, of course, they were like, we've never been to an S&M party before. We don't know what to wear to an S&M party. What do we do? And, of course, they're sort of like the straight-laced ones. So, of course, everybody else just jumped into the theme. They were just like, I don't know what we're going to wear. I don't know what to do, And even when they get to the party, they're just kind of like, I don't know. I'm like, y'all need to just let go and have a good time sometime. Dang, if that 80-year-old mama could get into the S&M theme and have a good time, y'all can get into the theme and have a good time. But they show everybody getting dressed and wearing their little S&M outfits. Like I said, everybody got into it. Everybody was having a good time with it. And we found out that Oscar had actually met a guy the night before. They hit it off. Come to find out they had a little one-night stand. He invited him to come to the birthday party, And so he was kind of excited about that going down. And, they looked like they rented out like a mansion and it had just like the whole S&M thing. It was really nice. I mean, they really went all out with this theme. And you could tell it was really nice. It went down really nice. Everything was cool. And that's when Doris decided to have a conversation with Marie about Alon's career. So now here's the thing. They're in the middle of this party. And like I said, it was a great party. It was nice theme. It looked like it was a really nice event. And all of a sudden, Doris starts talking to Marie about why did y'all let him pass on The Voice? That was a great opportunity for him. I mean, if I had been his manager, I never would have let him pass up on an opportunity like this. And Marie was like, first of all, I'm trying to figure out why she talking to me in the middle of this party about something she don't know what the hell she talking about. She was like, she has part of the information and she thinks she knows what she's talking about. She said, well, Alon has 64 songs that he's already written that belong to him that he would have had to relinquish to The Voice. And come to find out, it was a 10-year contract. So they basically, anything he did for the next 10 years would belong to The Voice. So it wasn't for the rest of his life, but 10 years is still a really long time. And she was like, yeah, but she said, but 10 years is not a big deal. She said, well, I tell you what, The Voice has been on for a really long time. Where have we seen any of these winners? Like, these other kids that have won The Voice, where are they now? And we've said that about a lot of these talent shows. What happens after the show is over? We could probably name, early on in American Idol, we could probably name a good number of American Idol winners, or in the top 10, who've gone on to have decent careers. But there are plenty of years. I mean, American Idol's been coming on for like 20 years. A whole lot of those winners we never heard from again, right? Or, The Voice, or America's Got Talent, or whatever. You hit, some of them do well, but the percentage isn't good, right? And that's what his mom was saying. His mother was like, well, where are the rest of these people? And she said, well, they didn't have great managers. The mama was like, let me tell you something. In her confessional, she was like, I tell you something, over my dead body, is she gonna take my son away from me? And over my dead body, is that gonna go down? And so, again, there's a part of me that's like, so this is how I feel about the situation. I said I was gonna wait till I had the conversation and then break it down. This is how I feel about the situation. I feel like, Doris, you're wrong. You may not be wrong in how you feel about the decision that was made. Because she was like, well, what's 64? How much money is 64 songs making you if nobody ever hears them? The Voice will give him the platform where people will hear the songs. And yeah, you might have to share the profits, but the songs are getting out there. That is a very valid point. I don't disagree with some of what Doris is saying. I disagree with her methods. If these are family friends of yours, and even if y'all not the best of friends, but y'all families know each other, and you know that his parents are his manager, his mom is his manager, and you don't think that they're doing the best job, or you think you can help move his career further, then what you should have done was called a meeting with both parents and Adon. Yes, I know Adon is 27 years old. He's a grown-ass man. But you know that these people are his manager, and you are friends with them. You call a meeting and say, look, I want to join the team. And I think I have some new ideas, because she was saying how Marie, has been the father's manager since before social media, and how Adon's videos look like, 80s video games and stuff. And when they showed a clip, I didn't disagree with her that maybe there were some things that could be done to further his career along. However, your approach, in my opinion, was what was wrong. Your approach was off. That's how I feel about it. And that's what's going to cause the drama. Not that you want to help Adon, your way of approaching it. Because the last scene of the episode, let me go back. I'll go back to the party real quick. So the guy that Oscar had met up with, because we found out that Oscar's sister has a boyfriend, even though she called her brother her soulmate. Like I said, that was a little interesting choice of words. But she was saying how she does have a boyfriend, and how she just wants her brother to find love, and how he just keeps, kissing frogs, and she wants him to really find somebody, which anybody would want that for a friend or a family member, or whatever. So the guy that he had met the night before that he invited to the party, the guy that he texted him and said, I don't know if I'm going to make it tonight. I'm tired. And Oscar was like, wow, I'm a little disappointed. I was really hoping to see you. And the guy going to respond back, well, do you have some coke? Oscar was like, what? He said, I don't do coke. And I'm not going to buy coke for somebody else. He was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. You meet somebody, you hit it off, you have a good, because that's when we found out about the one night stand, because we have a good night together, and then something comes up. And I'm just thinking to myself, now I believe him that he doesn't do coke, but I'm just thinking to myself, now you ain't new to this. There was nothing about that dude last night that made you think that maybe he had a little something going on. He had the booger sugar. I'm just saying. Ain't nothing came off, nothing. Okay? And I know one night isn't a big deal, so I'm going to believe it, because one night is one night. But, Then we see, so that's how that went down, and she was like, I just really want my brother to find love, so forth and so on. So the next day, or, the next scene they show us, Adon ends up signing a contract with Doris. And she said, do we need to speak with your parents? He said, no, I'm grown. We don't need to speak with my parents. But again, I just feel like, yes, he's grown. He's not 18, 19 years old and you're poaching him. But I feel like you should have reached out to them and given them that much respect. That's how I feel about it. Now, like I said, this is where the drama is going to start, because this about to be a showdown, especially when they find out that boy signed a contract, okay? I don't know about you, Doris. I was kind of liking you, but I don't like how you moving. I don't like how you moving. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. How y'all feel about the situation? Do y'all feel like the way she approached it was wrong? Because again, I don't disagree that maybe he needs a different manager, that maybe there's some things that they could do differently to try to push his career forward. I don't disagree with that. What I do disagree with is how she did it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments. Peace.